Hi everybody, Greg Rust and Chris Stubbs with you in Alice Springs in the centre of Australia. The party has started, the Thursday night party that is the tradition that leads us into Tatts Finke Desert Race. So good to be back here. It is tradition on the Queen's Birthday long weekend, and we've got a great roll-up this year, Chris, don't we?
Absolutely, we sure do. And I think what's really important is that we've got the family back together this year. Last year there were more than 100-odd competitors that, because of COVID from Victoria, couldn't get across at the last minute with the closures. So it's great to have everyone back together, and that's what everyone's talking about.
Huge roll-up of bikes. We've got plenty of cars as well. We've got some competitors here that are coming to meet the fans on Thursday night before things get going. So we'll meet some of those guys shortly. Track, they're all talking about the track, aren't they?
They sure are, because we've had a lot of water up here over the last 12 months.
Which is a good thing.
Absolutely needed, record amounts of rain, and we'll hear from the experts what that's done to the track. Last year we saw lap records for both the car, or event records for both the cars and the bikes, so it could be quick again this year. So there's heaps of talking points. Toby Price is here. He's always the focus, isn't he? What a legend that he is of off-road racing around the world, not just in Australia.
We're hopeful of catching up with him. He is just over our shoulder,
Huge
signing a heap of autographs. He's focused on four wheels this year, but I think he is missing a little bit of the two-wheel action. But why don't we bring in, because I can spot over the back here, David Walsh, come over from the KTM team with the proud number one. You're looking forward to the defence, and how tough is that mission going to be?
Yeah, looking really forward to defending the crown, and it's definitely going to be tough. There's a lot of heavy hitters out here, and I don't know, just want to get the weekend started so we can get the show on the road and see what we can do.
We hear a lot about pre-running, so that's the training that you get to do on the track itself in the build-up to now. How many Ks have you done, and how's it looking?
Yeah, look, I'd hate to know how many Ks I've done. It's been a lot, but you know, it's got to be done to be competitive out here. Otherwise, you just don't know what's coming up, and you know, there's a lot of bumps and a lot of things to get you caught. So, yeah, I've done all the prep, and now we just got to get ready and wait all weekend to race.
Could we see another record this year like last year? You broke it and Toby broke this one in the cars.
Yeah, I don't think so this year. I think the track's gotten just a little bit rougher, and with all the moisture we've got, a little bit heavier conditions, so I think it might be a minute or two slower than what last year was on the bike, but you never know. We could be under pressure and have to wick it on and get there a bit quicker.
It's a solid lineup in two-wheel terms, isn't it? Where are the big threats in your mind going to come from this year?
My teammate Luke Hayes, he's looking really good at the moment. And then, I mean, you got Jack Simpson, who was second last year, Callum Norton, you've got the Waters boys. I mean, Jacob Smith is just, there's guys everywhere. So it's going to be a really close, good year. And, you know, with a bit of the dirt being a bit wet, there might not be as much dust. So might be a lot closer racing. So it could be, you know, good battle all the way.
For you, representing the local community, how important is that for you?
Oh, mate, look, you know, this race has been like Christmas for me when I was growing up as a kid. So to be lucky enough to have even won the race or, you know, podium, it was never something I thought I'd ever be able to do. So it's a dream come true, and hopefully we can keep that cup here and keep all you interstaters out.
Hey, your old colleague Toby is now doing it on four wheels.
Yep.
Deep down, you still love your two wheels, and there's a lot to achieve there still.
Yeah.
Deep down, would you love to have a crack at four wheel one day?
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. I'd jump at the opportunity. Why not? Safety with a cage, you know.
Exactly.
Be as mad as you want in that thing. So,
hey,
yeah,
on behalf of us, keep it wide open on that track. Be safe, enjoy it.
No,
Don't give me
you.
a kiss this year. He kissed me when he won last time. Okay, that is not tradition. Okay, go well.
It might be.
Thank you for talking to us.
Cheers,
Awesome. There he is, David Walsh. Super cool to catch up with him here at the pre-event street party. Now, why don't we flip this, Stubbsy? Because over our shoulder here is someone that we know from the Supercars family, been on the podium at Bathurst. But Finke Desert Race is a little bit of new turf for him. Warren Luff, come on in.
G'day, my friend.
Nice to see you.
Hello, boys.
You've been here as a spectator. Now you're here as a competitor.
Yeah, I was here 11 years ago just doing some sponsor commitments literally on the way up to Darwin for the supercar round. And it was one of those events I was like, would love to come back one day and compete. And yeah, 11 years later, here we are in the VW Amarok with Walkinshaw Automotive. And yeah, we've done 2 days of pre-running, and yeah, pumped and can't wait to get out there.
Tell us about the program, because you've been part of the Australian Off-Road Championship. It's not a one-off event. This is something that you've tackled with the team this year. How's it progressing? How are you finding it?
Yeah, look, it's been really exciting. We did the first round at St George up there sort of in Queensland. We missed the second round at Pooncarie, wanting to focus on getting the car ready for Finke.
Yep.
And look, I've been really enjoying it. Like, look, we arrived at St George. We had no idea what to expect. I was just kind of like, well, let's have a crack at this. And we finished second in class and absolutely loved it. But for me, I suppose, compared to circuit racing, I found it probably even more mentally challenging than like a double stint at Bathurst, because again, in production class, you're more worried about the 50 metres of road ahead of you and what's going to damage the car and potentially put you out of the race. So that mental concentration, because as all these guys know very well, the track changes all the time, and obviously what we'll see on the weekend on the run up to Finke versus the run back, the track will be completely different. So for me, coming from that circuit racing background, we don't have that diversity of the track. It's either wet or dry, basically. Like at Bathurst, the track doesn't change lap to lap. So it's a new skill for me, and it's I'm enjoying it.
It can be a brutally unforgiving event, this, right? So I mean, to use that old line that we often do, how important is it to buy that ticket to Monday and be there and bring that thing home?
Yeah, for us it's very important. And again, in the production car class, it's not like these guys, like some of our notes and the things that we've got in our notes. For these guys, they'll be holding it wide open, and it won't even be a problem for them. So again, for us, we've got to make it to Finke, and then obviously we want to get back on Monday. So look, if we can do that, it's been a really good weekend, and look to finish well. As the old saying, first you've got to finish. So look, I'm excited. As I said, we've done 2 days of pre-running. Can't wait to get out there and go check it out, and just looking forward to it.
In terms of the pre-running, what have you noticed from the track itself? What were the first impressions about what is coming in front of you?
Again, like from a circuit racing background, like my idea of a bumpy track is like a curb that's 150 mil high. So everything out there is really rough to me. But look, it's very sandy in a lot of spots. So through a lot of the whoop sections where it's quite sandy, it's actually quite soft on the car. And again, for us with what we're running, it's all about looking after the car. So it's going to be exciting. Everyone says that it's going to be a fast track this year. So again, we're out there to finish. So it's I just can't wait to hit that start line on Sunday.
Stubbsy and I were both at Sydney Motorsport Park a couple of weeks ago, and we know you were on the roof there helping the young guys in Porsche Michelin Sprint Challenge, and I think you were digesting like 4 lots of radio in one go, talking to all of them, offering advice. Now you're the guy listening to a co-driver, and how are you finding all that stuff?
Yeah, look, it's the whole world of having pace notes and navigation is, again, so different for me, and I've got the worst sense of direction in the world. So again, that's probably why I make a better driver than I would do navigator. But again, it's really good. It's interesting to sort of understand how the whole navigation works, and again, what we're trying to the information that we need out there and all that sort of stuff. So it's a totally new skill for me, and it's one that I'm enjoying.
He's raced overseas. He's been on the podium at Bathurst, about to tick another big bucket list. Enjoy Finke as a competitor, mate.
Thank you, boys.
Well.
Mate,
see you later.
There he is.
Rusty will be down at Finke as well.
Oh, yes.
So if you need a massage,
No, cup of coffee. Coffee's on him. Coffee's on him. Now, we're going to try and keep the baton changing here while we're on Facebook. Please keep those comments coming as well across the weekend. We'll try and answer them as we can, maybe get to a few other competitors as we can. While the party continues here at Alice, I can see Jake Swinglehurst over here. Come on in.
Jake.
Come and join us.
Mate.
He's been having a super year so far. What are we on the ladder? What are we talking? P2. So
P2.
Awesome. Are you looking forward to this? And it's been a great year so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been really surprising. I did not expect to be where I am at the moment, but I mean, the car's got the pedigree in it, so just trying to put it where it belongs.
Jake, we want to unpack the family connection here, right?
Yeah.
So Kate, your sister,
Yeah,
co-driving.
co-driver, yeah.
Tom, your brother,
Yeah.
is also going to be competing this weekend.
Yeah, he's in the Can-Am.
And then Kate's partner
Yeah,
is also competing
yeah.
as a navigator.
No, he was Ryan Taylor's navigator.
Who's your opposition
Who's
for
my
the
opposition?
championship?
Yeah. And now Kai, he's actually driving.
So
at
Kai
Polaris.
Floyd will drive on his own, not with Ryan this
Not
weekend.
with Ryan, no.
So how are the family dinners going at your place at the moment? 1 and 2 in the championship, you
Yeah.
and Ryan, and yet your sort of brother-in-law competes with him.
Yeah. There's a lot of talk around the dinner table. That's for sure. Like, there's no love lost.
Finke, getting down there, the track, we know how addictive it can be, but is there this tiny little bit of reservation of, righto, I just got to look after machine, I've got to be there come Monday afternoon, but knowing the calibre of competition in this championship, that's not easily done, is it?
No, I think, Finke's become like a sprint rather than, take it easy, get it down there. It's usually the guys who push the hardest are the ones up the top and they don't break. So, that's our plan is to go as hard as we can, and if we can make it back here at Finke, then we'll see where we end up.
Done a bit of social media stalking, a bit of Instagram stalking. You're probably one of the fitter competitors this weekend, triathlete, but there's a few pictures of you in the budgie smugglers. Have you brought them along this weekend?
I did actually. I was looking around for a pool, but there's not many in Alice.
Hey, it's been awesome to shoot the breeze with you. Go well. When the party is alive like this, Fink becomes real, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're here now, the family's together, we're going racing.
Yeah, well, half the reason you come out here is for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. Like, the race is a small part of the whole week. You know, we've been out here 2 weeks, pre-running, just trying to get our best opportunity to give it a crack. So yeah, we're excited.
Any wages? You and Kate versus Tom? Any wages about who finishes where and higher up in your classes, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, there's no money involved, but I think it's more respect.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights.
You two can do your own little family tree on social media. Hey mate, great to chat.
Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
the rest of the weekend. Go well.
Thank
Go
you.
well.
Cheers.
There he is, Jake Swinglehurst. Now I think we are going to try and get Toby Price. He's been signing with some fans over there. So see if we can get a little wave and just grab him for 2 quick seconds. As you can appreciate, there's a heap of people here that want to see him. Did the job as far as 4-wheelers concerned. We know how successful he's been on 2 wheels at this venue, but obviously an injury a little earlier in the year means that he's got the long game face on here and thinking about Dakar at the end of the year, but will have a go as far as 4-wheelers concerned this year, and he's got a very good set of wheels in order to do that.
It's incredible. It's 533 competitors on the bikes and 150 plus.
And they sell out like that. Yeah.
Waiting lists for the cars. It's oversubscribed. It's enormous interest. And as a first timer here, like you hear the stories.
Are you enjoying it?
So, mate, I'm loving it already. We haven't even seen any cars on track, really. Just the stories. You did some sit-down stories today, and some of the family relationships. We had a laugh then with Jake and the Swinglehurst, but the connections and the history and what this event means to people. You did warn me you'd hear it be called a grand final. It's our Bathurst, and I've heard those lines already. This means the world to the off-road enduro community, and it's just a pleasure to see it firsthand for the first time.
Here is one of the all-time greats of this event.
Toby.
Hey, we know you're busy
Toby.
with fans, mate. We won't keep you for long.
No worries.
Thanks for stopping and talking to us. You all set for this?
We're all set. We're all ready. The truck tested out well, and we're ready for go 2 in a row. So it's exciting times.
Tell us about the track so far. Pre-running, you've been here for a few days. How's this all come together? Because last year, the truck just arrived. We've seen the vision. You had a few little last-minute sort of glitches and that. How is it this year?
Yeah, no, everything went really smooth this time. So we're prepared, ready to go. We got here like last Thursday and done about 3-4 runs up and down the track. So got all our notes. Duncan's come over from the USA. He was just racing in the Baja 500.
Bring him in. Do you want to bring him in?
Come in.
Jump on in, mate.
Everyone's welcome to this party.
Perfect.
Team efforts.
Yeah.
Team
Team
efforts.
efforts. He's the one that makes me go fast and makes me look good, so it's all right.
We are proud of this event in Australia. What is the reception like overseas? People in that community, this community, they love it, don't they?
Yeah, they love it. It's the epitome of what we do in Baja. It is the perfect road and what you can do with the trucks that we do. And it's so much fun. I'm so glad to be here.
Mate, we are so proud of Toby as Australians. He's an icon of this country.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of him as an athlete, from what you've seen and the time you've spent with him and his recognition over in the States, what's he like over there?
Oh, he fits right in with all of us, and he challenges all of us to be at the top of our game because he is such an athlete. And coming from the 2 wheels, he just has that dynamic that he can just send it and know exactly where it's going to go somehow.
Yeah. Boys, couple to finish. The pre-running sounds like it's been good. Where are the threats going to come from in 4-wheel terms for you guys?
Oh, it's going to come from everywhere. It's Shannon Wrench's got a new car. Bo Robinson's got a new car.
Paul Wheel's got a new car.
Paul Wheel's got a new car. the list just goes on and on.
Yes.
It's, Bentley's got 3 chances in the race, so it's you never know what can happen with this. There's so many moving parts, and but we're ready to go and do our best we can and put the foot to the floor and see what comes out of it. So we're keen.
David Walsh has said to us before that he's thinking about taking on 2 and 4 wheels as well. So you've set that little carrot dangling there.
I have to bite that carrot first, so I have to jump onto it. But it would be cool to see someone have a crack at it because Walsh is definitely another one that could be capable of doing it. And but I hope he doesn't do it before me. So.
You got to go. There's lots of people kindly waiting. Are you missing the 2-wheel? Be honest.
100%. Trust me, it eats me alive that I'm not out there on 2 wheels. So it's definitely a plan in the future, and we'll get back on 2 out there. So we're keen, ready to send it on 4, and we'll see what next year brings.
Go well, boys. Look forward to seeing you Monday
Legend.
afternoon.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Thank
Good on
you.
you. Well done.
Alright,
Well done.
guys.
Thanks for chatting to us.
Thanks,
Oh, it's handshakes everywhere here.
Handshakes everywhere.
Good on you.
Thanks,
See ya.
Cheers, boys.
We are almost out of time here on Facebook. We'll be updating you across the course of the weekend with our team on the ground here at Alice Springs. Stubbsy is looking forward to his first one. If you can't be here, you got to get here one year, and if you're not here this year, we'd love to see you back again in 2023 or beyond. The party's started. It's going to be a great event, isn't it?
Bring it on. Sure is, Rusty.